It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports, and we've got a showdown in the AFC South. It's the Texans and the Titans, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
We are in a sweet spot as far as football weather is concerned today in Nashville. Just enough chill in the air for a sweatshirt, light breeze, fall in full swing at Nissan Stadium. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Houston Texans. Season is hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Now come the Titans for their first possession, led by Ryan Tannehill in his 10th NFL season and third with Tennessee.
And we both know it's a league where they seemingly throw the ball just about every play. But watching him perform last week where he threw 3 touchdown passes still caught my eye in a big way.
Still kind of the gold standard, 3 touchdown passes, isn't it? And for his efforts last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I can't wait to see what he does this week.
And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Second down, they go again with Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Tannehill now to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Here's Brett Kern now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. About to get our first look at this Texans offense as they're led out by Davis Mills, their rookie quarterback, selected in the 3rd round from Stanford.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
The kick is good. Makes the score Texans 7.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it, can't afford any more missteps, though.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
We're so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Here's Brett Kern now as he'll kick it away for the second time. A 40-yard punt, no return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Yeah, they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Mills now looks to throw on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. This defense for the Titans, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Working out of the gun, Mills. That's complete. It's Collins. And he is going to have a Texans first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. Mills now. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on 3rd down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds where no one's going to have a chance at it.
Kaimi Fairbairn now to attempt the Texan field goal. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will make it 10-0 here in the first. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Tennessee offense set to go again. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And he'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Here's Tannehill. And this one is incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Uses the stiff arm. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Houston's offense taking over again. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend. So potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
Now a first down throw complete downfield. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big connection on that one. 39 yards.
Boy, they've definitely come out of the gate smoking here in the first quarter. Whatever they've tried to run has worked. And there's another example right there. Game plan is one thing, but how about his accuracy? It's been exceptional.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Mills to throw it. Throw to the right. He's got the tight end here, Sternberger. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Mills from the gun on 3rd down. This to the outside for Mack. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another 1st down, almost back to the drawing board.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. On On second down, here's a run with Mack. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Looking to run with Mack. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they add on to their first quarter lead. It's now 13-0. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2. Got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim. And hopefully he'll be kicking extra points instead.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They begin with Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Airing it out deep for Woods. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have made this a 1-score game. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
Nick Folk for the point after. And that'll make it 13-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a Tennessee score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. On second down, it's Mack, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Vernon Butler able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told.
Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards. instead of stepping up in the pocket.
Well, this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Mills. Throw right side, taken in by Collins. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. He wants it all for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
A first down carry for Henry. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20.
Let's go.
No surprise coming off a 2,000-yard season. It was Derrick Henry who totaled the most yards after contact in the NFL last year, and he's up to his old tricks here.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Now it's Tannehill. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Second down and 8. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Back to throw, Tannehill. And right side, Henry's got it. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made in the Texans' 21.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Here we go. 56.
On first down, it's Tannehill. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Woods. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Throwing again on second down. Tannehill. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And the Titans are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Here's Tannehill. This is caught. And it's a Titans touchdown. Austin Hooper. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are just an extra point away from moving out in front. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Folk connects on the extra point. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now, his goal.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Jeffrey Simmons in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they get a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
The Texans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Looking to throw is Mills.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Jeffrey Simmons, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
But he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
If they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and it'll be Titan football. Here comes Ryan Tannehill now, leading his offense back out there. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
That catch good for only a couple. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On first down, Tannehill. And his throw's going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Tannehill.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on fourth down leads to 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. A check down here for Henry. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets us to the 30-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw again on second down. Tannehill, man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 3rd and 2, Tannehill. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And Folks' kick is good. And now move their lead up to 4 now. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with a quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mills. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Houston. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Titans offense going to get one final possession in this first half. And they really won't have much time to work with, just 19 seconds showing on the clock. 19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin with Frank Reich making a return to the place he once called home, Indianapolis, in town for a playoff rematch to take on Buffalo. And it's the Bills with the lead in the second quarter. Devin Singletary with a touchdown run. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And it's the visiting Washington football team who have the lead in that one. Antonio Gibson with a couple of touchdowns there. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they are in a tight one, all tied with the visiting Ravens. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in the first half for the Texans. And I can imagine the halftime discussions are about how can we improve the running game. They have not had success so far, and it's reflected on the scoreboard. And meanwhile, for the Titans, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Taken in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Now left side on the swing pass. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Throwing, Mills. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Let's go.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And he stopped immediately there.
2nd and 10.
Now a toss, running left is Mack. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. On 3rd down, here's Mills. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Denico Autry able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? We usually talk about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took them to the limits.
Now on 4th down, is the punt team sending this one away. So here are the Titans to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now as they start this drive 1st and 10. Of course, remember they beat the Saints a week ago, so some good momentum rolling right now. Henry running right. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Henry. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Tannehill. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10, Tannehill once more. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked.
Jonathan Grenard in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. He'll look to throw. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And the Texans scoop it. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half. They give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. On for the PAT, Ka'imi Fairbairn. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Pettis now from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. And Derrick Henry and the rest of the Titans offense about ready to roll again. And as the numbers show, he really wasn't in the mix at the beginning, but they've got him in the rotation now, and it's proved a good move.
And that's what happens when you're a good player. There's a lot more attention drawn to you, and it's obvious that they had him in their game plan on defense, not letting him get off to a good start, but he's found a way so far here in the second half.
2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Tannehill now to throw. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And out will come the offense as they take over. And here comes the Texans now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel that.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the rookie from Virginia Tech, Caleb Farley.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
For the extra point is Folk. And that will make this a 4-point game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Now
out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Throwing after the interception, Mills. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mills. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And this will be a Texans first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Here's Mack. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Mills to throw it. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Collins. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On the give, this is Mack. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. Here's Mack to get it again on 2nd down. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
First down, Mills. That is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
Now Mills. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Brevin Jordan, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans have retaken the lead. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Pettis now from his end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill.
This one hauled in. Again, it's Hooper.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. The Titans on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Tannehill. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he will have the Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Henry into the 42-yard line here and brought down there. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Henry. Pushes him over. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. And that's incomplete.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there. And I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on third down.
To throw is Tannehill. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Woods. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, to watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Henry. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. On first down, it's Henry, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Gets this one left side to Pettis. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
I think we should put a stopwatch on that one. You talk about having all day to throw the football, able to scan the field, find someone open after a long time. Big time credit to the offensive line for protection. That's what we used to call throwing out of the rocking chair.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up fourth down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
So here's Nick Folk in an important spot. He connected on his first, this from 41. And Folk's kick is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the fourth.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The football going back over now to the Houston Texans. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. They go play action. Mills. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. 2nd and 6. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. 59 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. A first down throw for Mills. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mills now looks to throw on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's Jordan. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Here's 2nd and a yard. From the gun, here's Mills. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. Play fake, Mills. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jeffrey Simmons make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. 3rd and 1, they opt to pass it, and the one thing happened that could not happen. They took a sack.
Yeah, I just wonder, is that an indictment of their offensive line? Did they think that they couldn't move them enough to pick up a first down there? Or was it analytics? Did they think about it that way? In any event, they'll be studying that in the future.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on for the 5th time here today. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Tennessee offense set to go again. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll start with a give to Henry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now it's Tannehill. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he will have a Titans first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Woods. Now Tannehill saying, let's get to the line.
Now Tannehill.
This is caught. It's Woods. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. The second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Titans strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Important extra point up and through, and they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Here comes Felton to bring it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. So here's Mills and the Texans. Down by 7. 1:35 to go. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Stiff-armed him. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Back to throw. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Back to throw. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. That catch good for only a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the shotgun, it's Mills. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Mills to throw for it on 4th. He'll fire one end zone for Cooks. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now. Have the momentum. Go ahead and get it done.
So now this will be, in all likelihood, to force overtime. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So now this will be, in all likelihood, to force overtime. And he has got it. So barring something crazy on the kickoff, we're looking at an extra period to decide this one. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. Pettis now on the return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Pettis now on the return. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. First throw in overtime for Tannehill. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And this one taken in on the right side. And now we've got a review here. All challenges in overtime, of course, initiated by the replay official here in the stadium. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Here's the call. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Tannehill. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Oh, he stays up. It's a loss of 14 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. And Folk's kick is good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
And now out comes Houston. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Let's go.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
First down, Mills. And that is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
To throw, Mills. This one left side caught by Collins. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Throwing, Mills. A bullet throw, but incomplete. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. 4th down, Mills. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Tennessee, they move back over 500 now at 6-5.